Shit, who is that? Hi everyone, welcome in. Wait, that's not it. Hi everyone, welcome in. Hi everyone. Happy Friday. What is my... Hi, who's in here? Oh, shit. I'll be right back. Hey, just give me a second here. I'm trying to get my Netflix on. You could post your question, Jess. I'll just give me a second. Oh my god, what? Yeah, I don't think that. I just did this. All right, I'm back. Okay. Wait, they're not your friend? All right, let's see. Is it a guy or a girl? Oh shit. Why is this person hazy? It just story. That's too much. The pages. I'm not surprised the page of stories came out. I feel like this person is just. He could be the type of Hold on, I want to see the devil in the reverse. You know what I'm getting? I feel like you're real. Something to me, because it doesn't feel like, yeah, see, I feel like to me, either you came up in like people he may know, he or she may know. I think it's, I don't know, I feel like it's a guy. I'm getting masculine energy for sure. There's a lot of masculine energy here. I feel like this person, either your reels came up like on his timeline, or you came up as people you may know. Because I get like a curious energy, but I don't, because to me the King of Cups and the Emperor are here. The Emperor is very quiet, so even if he was interested, like from, like he's following the guy Stewart, I don't think that he would have asked him. Like, I don't feel like there's a connection there, um outside of like them being friends on there. But I feel like, yeah, there, it feels like you came up on his, like I said, on his timeline, or people he may know, and he just like clicked. He was like, let me see what this is about. I feel like it was the real, to be honest. Show me more. Get the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Swords, the Four of Swords. Yeah, I think it was just like kind of like an interest. Like, to me, this feels like, I feel like he knows that you guys are mutual friends clearly, but he just went on there and just looked. Like, to me, I'm not getting ill will or like sneaky energy here, outside of like you showing up somewhere where he decided to click on your account. That's what I'm getting. Because even with the devil, this is not a bad energy. This is not like a toxic or like a weird energy. Very curious though, for sure, when you popped up. There could have been like, I feel like there's attraction there. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. You're welcome. I don't think I've done a Friday night live that I can remember. I'm a little hungry. I don't know why. I feel like lately, so I think my taste buds change because some stuff just be feeling too salty. There's this other steward guy too, completely different guy that was one of the assistants that followed me, and then I removed him, and then he was just watching my story. So I'm like, oh my god. Yo, that's funny. And he still worked there, Jess? Yeah, exactly. I used to never let people from work follow me. Oh, okay, okay. Makes sense. Who's in here with me and Jess just listening to me breathe and eat? You see him that long ago? That's funny. I like went out and I was like, no. He asked me if I like went out or if you wanted to go out. When was that, Jess? Oh my god, I would have been dying. Oh my god, I would have been dying. Like, what? Yo, that's funny. Mm-hmm. Some people can't take no for an answer. Yeah, I believe that. I'm the same way too. If I don't really care about you, I don't really care about you. I mean, you've been on here, but some people come in that I really don't care to speak to. I just be like, whatever. Yo, he is. Yes, we are. I'm excited for that. So, I have to ask you this just because I feel like we're very similar. When you're when you're doing your saturation, do you have like random shit come up and it don't even be? Let's say I'm doing self concept, right? Or just and let's just say I'm doing money, right? Yeah, no, we're not doing no fucking 8 o'clock. Now that's for sure. I think the earliest I'm gonna do is like 10. It's 10. But have you, all right, so let's just say I'm doing money, right? Or let's say career. I'll just have the most random shit come up, like people at the pool, like if I'm watching like, almost like if I'm watching Instagram or some shit. Like it just be random. It don't be like things pertaining to what I'm affirming. And I'm like, I did search this and they said it's normal, but I was just like, I'm like, I gotta ask Jess because sometimes the most random shit come up that doesn't have anything to do with anything. Hi everyone, welcome in. Yeah, that's happened to me too. Like after I'll be like, all right, that's enough. Like usually I think that's how I calculate my saturation sessions. I don't force them. Like I'll calculate my saturation session when I feel like, all right, I want to get up. Like let me go get a snack or something. Like yeah, that makes sense. Just yeah, I've been like more. You know what I realized like robotic affirming is really what we always been doing, which is mindless affirming or active affirming. Because if you really think about it, throughout the day you're just affirming in your head. I mean, you should be. I mean, even Flossie says, and that's where I stand with that too. I feel like mental diet, because mental diet is everything to me. I feel like it's a huge part of it, right? Which is that like keeping your mental at a good point. Um, um, she says mental diet comes from just affirming. Like affirming helps mental diet because the more you persist on something, it'll have to show up either way. But I mean, you cannot be fucking talking against it. that even with resistance, I feel like resistance removed with affirming. Like affirming is the thing. Repetition, I would say. You just have to keep affirming without reacting to the bullshit, to the old programming. Hi, who's in here? I know every time we say who's in here, they leave. All right, just post your question. Let me change it. You can just expect this month. Shit, I forgot I was watching something. The other day I said this deck is so light. Ever since that, I don't know why this deck feels light. And I already, I mean, it doesn't feel heavy, but there's a difference in it. All right, what can just expect this month? didn't just expect this one. You got the Four Cups, the Page of Swords, the Hangman, the Death card. So I'm seeing. All right. So with the Death card, I'm seeing you. All right, because we have the Four Cups. To me, this is like maybe feeling disconnected or reevaluating things. Also, with the Page of Swords, like being curious about things. So this could be you feeling a little pessimistic, like watching, looking for info, trying to figure things out. But I feel like something makes you take a pause, because the Hangman is here, and you're like, you start to like almost like move different in general, like not just think different, but you start to move different, you start to act different. And with the Death card here, it does telling me that there's gonna be a transformation. More spirit, yeah, the Queen of Cups. So you feeling more like, I feel like this is you kind of just following your own intuition, listening to yourself, being more compassionate, like also feeling like more yourself, like I said. Show me more. Hi IJ, how are you? The Magician, yeah. See, this is you feeling more in your power. So it's like you're letting go of old habits, is what I'm getting. Of like, I don't know why I'm thinking about how me yesterday. Remember how I told you I was like, I felt like an ick, or that was it the day before? I don't remember. Where I feel like that could not, maybe not like an ick, but it's gonna make you, something's gonna happen within yourself that you're gonna be like, yeah, why am I even doing this when I know like I'm the power here. Um, you're gonna like be trusting yourself more, trusting your power, especially your manifestation powers. Y'all, let me tell y'all. So 2 days ago, I was doing some orders on Etsy, and I don't know why I randomly thought, I wonder what is my best friend and his wife's anniversary. And I'm like, why the fuck did I even think that? It's just so weird, right? And I just kept doing what I was doing. Why today he posted their today's their anniversary, and I was like, what the fuck? Yo, when stuff like that happens to me, like I everything is but it's just like, yo, do you see how I had no resistance? So that's why I say like there's resistance and then there's not, but you could override resistance. And so that's, I don't know, I just wanted to share that. But this is showing me like it feels like that energy I had yesterday, I think it was, or whenever I told her that, I was like, oh my god, I thought to myself like, girl, like what are you doing? Like I had to check myself. So that's how I feel like could be happening with you coming up, because you're gonna be trusting more in your power. You may juggle back and forth with it, just because I do have the Page of Pentacles here, but I feel like you're feeling more confident. Like there's like more, it's almost like you're embodying exactly who you're supposed to be embodying. So you are definitely evolving in your journey. And the Ace of Wands is here. Damn, that's way too many cards. Yeah, I was like, what the heck? Oh my god, I was like, that stuff like that makes me happy though, because I'm in such awareness right now of like what, like when I say stuff, it just pops up that I'm like, so I tell him, and he's like, man, you gotta get us the lottery numbers. The Nine of Wands in the reverse. So with the Ace of Wands being here, to me, it just feels like you're taking action towards new things, new beginnings, new potential. I'm also seeing like things just growing. I feel like this is, I'm gonna have to say like this is you growing, you evolving, and like getting out of your shell. Um, the Nine of Wands is, for me, it just feels like there's a sense of like inner resources. You're using your inner resources um to make things happen. So for this month, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of like transformation energy here. Um, like you just, and I feel like it's gonna come in gradually. And what I will say is, this is not gonna come from you receiving things in the 3D. I feel like this is literally your inner self, your inner voice, your higher self, however you want to put it. It's just kind of like putting a stamp on like, yeah, this is what it is, and I am good with knowing that no matter what, this is what's happening. And I feel like you're gonna just feel much more confident, and you're gonna be able to like let go of maybe like feeling a little guarded when it comes to certain things. um I feel like you also may feel a little bit exhausted coming up. So I think this has been coming out for you recently. So make sure you keep getting your rest, because I do feel like there's going to be an inner shift with you that's going to be like very noticeable for you internally. Hi, who's in here, guys? Make sure you like the stream. The all right. The Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. Look, if this is not growth, I can't even tell you what it is. Literally, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. Show me more. Girl, when I say higher self growth, like literally, I'm telling you, like you may start seeing a lot of things come up in your subconscious mind, like the stuff that I was experiencing not that long ago. Like I mean, I said not that long ago, like it was weeks ago. Like in the last week, how much shit did I not experience with like my subconscious mind? Like I feel like you're going to be not maybe not the same, but that's the example I could give you. Like you literally could be can you add Bree and then IJ? You're literally gonna be again tapping into your higher self. Like you're working with your the Page of Pentacles too being here is like there's going to be some type of like um you know what I'm getting, like, you know, when somebody just gets tired of their shit, like something may come up for you and you're like, shit, I never even thought about that, like that I've been doing this or whatever it is, right? And you're like, yeah, I'm not fucking doing that. Like let me really like let me really get disciplined, right? And I'm just using that as an example. Like you just getting really like checking yourself, getting really disciplined. With the Knight of Pentacles, like you're being very consistent. So I'm seeing you being consistent in like whatever you're doing. The Three of Pentacles for me is like growth. I'm just getting growth here. Like you're learning, but you're building something, and it's something that's long lasting. So whatever this change is gonna come in for you, where it's like, you know, an inner shift that's like going in like a really like, I just feel like the inner shift is gonna be, it's not gonna, you know how like I always say, like I have this thing that is belief that after every single year, after your birthday, you go through like a growth, right? And sometimes they're not noticeable, but like when you look back at 21 and then 25, you'll notice there was like, oh my God, like the 21-year-old me and the 25-year-old me are not the same. The 25-year-old me and 30-year-old me. So, but I feel like it's not going to be a subtle shift. You're literally going to feel it, because you're going to wake up and be like, what the fuck was that? Like, who was I yesterday? Because I'm completely different today. Look, the Empress, literally, you went from a Queen of Cups to the Empress being clarified, the Hierophant being clarified by the Empress. So, again, like, you're just evolving what I'm getting, but again, this is internal shifts. Your, like, every seed that you've planted is gonna start showing up. So this could be with your manifestations, with your like your businesses, like with anything, right? The Hierophant is here, which is like the subconscious mind. It is also the card of like forgiveness. It is also the card of traditions, right? So I, in a way, to me, is like you're breaking some like cycles, and literally again, like the growth is here. So I'm seeing like a lot of internal shift coming up for you. Not even a lot. It's like one huge ass shift that you're literally gonna wake up and be like, who the fuck was that? But you're still, you know, like you're feeling more confident within self, which is good. So that is what I have for you, Jess. Um, I don't know why I have to say this, but I know some people like, and this is, I'm just sharing, I don't know if this is for you or just like in general for anybody in here. People get scared to work on their self-concept. No, it might feel like that, but no, you're gonna still be like, you, but you're just gonna be more assertive is what I'm getting. Like you're just gonna be like anybody, if you have had any doubts up until that point, it's gonna literally like fade away. um I always say, like, even with, like, when I look back at, like, even last year when I started affirming for something, I'm like, I didn't even notice the subtle shifts that were happening. Like I thought that I was naturally like, but it was, no, it was like me affirming. And someone kind of confirmed that to me today. My friend is a Christian. How, like, the Bible even says that too. When you claim and you just keep claiming that, like, eventually, like, those shifts will start happening for you. So so I was saying about the self concept. I think a lot of people get scared to work on self concept because they think that they're going to change, like, their desires will change. They may, but I'm like, to me, I'm like, when it comes to love, like, when you really love somebody, that may not change. I don't think that's gonna change. At the end of the day, you decide, like, desires, you decide what you want. Like 4 years ago, I wanted one type of car. Now I want a different type of car. So people change, but I feel like if you decide that that's still the person that you want, then that's just what you want. But yeah, I wouldn't know why I wanted to share that. Because people do get scared to work on self concept because of that. But yeah. All right. Brianna, are you here? Oh, I just felt, I've been feeling like this warm sensation on my leg, like my calf. All right. I got you right now. So people have that belief, and you want to know what my belief is? When you work on yourself, your person will come in as their higher self too, because they're a part of you. So that is my belief. When you really work, when you work on yourself, like your self concept, your person is gonna come in as their higher self too, or that version of them that's gonna match you. So that's just always been my belief. That's not even a belief nobody taught me. I just used to say that all the time. I don't even know where I learned that from. All right, so this is for Brianna. What is coming towards her? Okay. So we have a sugar daddy or sugar mama. We have a new baby. This could be a new beginning too. You have Sagittarius season, an unexpected invitation, new love. Your prayers are being answered. Sure, you guys like the stream, guys. If you didn't when you came in, someone is manifesting you. Karmic lesson, a date night, Gemini season, making more healthy decisions. Okay, I'm gonna give you all of these that came out. We have true love, Libra season. Someone is pregnant, so you could get news of someone being pregnant, and an unexpected apology. So that is for you, Brianna. Thank you. All right, IJ, you can post your question. Yo, it's crazy because even when I got my reading yesterday, I felt weird. I was like, what's wrong with me? It was almost like I felt guilty. Like I felt like literally, you know what my friend told me today? She's like, it was your spirit. So my friend is a Christian, and we were talking about like manifestation and how she takes in like the power of the word. And I was telling her something, and she's like, girl, she's like, you've changed so much, and she's like, you're looking so good and stuff like that. And then she was like, me, I could see it, but she's like, I could feel it because I'm here. And she's the one that actually told me like, with Jay, there was just so much going on that I was like, I have to break from this. Even if I want to manifest it back, I gotta like spread my wings from this for a little bit. I got my assumption. And but she I was telling her, I was like stalking, and I was like, oh my god, why am I doing this? And she was like, girl, you she said that was your spirit. I was like, yeah, like my higher self, right? She's like, yeah, your higher self, your spirit, yeah, same. Wait, IJ, tomorrow's your B-day? Are you doing anything, IJ? I feel I'm about to go into a new season cycle starting with my birthday. Can we look at how this is going to affect me? All right, let's see. This is for IJ. Oh shit, nice, IJ. Okay, good, IJ. The Tower is here in the reverse, okay? There's definitely going to be some personal transformation. We got the Hangman for you. If in the past you've had fear, like fear of change, or you felt like change was hard, you're gonna have a different perspective on it. Oh my god, literally, yo, I swear, when I don't listen, I be tapped in all the time, but I literally was thinking about this earlier. I literally said old habits die hard, and I said no, let me change that. Like, let me not think that, right? Because we make decisions. So to me, this feels like you're deciding, like you're not gonna let your fears get in the way. um yeah, the two of wands. So you're being very curious about things, learning new things, trying new things. The for me, the Hangman is also a card of like, how do you like, you making sacrifices, right? So we're sitting here, we're taking a pause, and but it's for a better, it's for a higher thing, right? It's for a higher purpose. And you're so I see you taking a pause. I feel like there's gonna be a little bit of pausing energy for you coming up. Doing again, like trying to gain new knowledge on things, trying to gain new perspective, trying to make sure that you're addressing certain things. I would say don't unpack and stay there, because this feels like it's gonna be not for long, but a little while, right? Eventually you have to get out your comfort zone, and that's what the Two of Wands for me is. It's like, all right, I'm here now, I want to explore the world. Like, he literally has a globe in his hand. So to me, it's like, I'm ready to step out of my comfort zone, I'm ready to leave home. So this is like leaving your body or your old and manifestation, something I read that I thought it was funny. So my friend said it to me for the how it's said in the Bible, and how Neville said it was the dying of the old man, which is like your old self like dying, like, right? There has to be a metamorphosis that happens, or like, a rebirth that happens. So it's like your old self is dying, and your new self is like more secure, more outgoing, more confident, more like, I'm gonna take this chance, right? Because the Ace of Wands is here, so you're gonna be taking chances. um Yeah, good, IJ. Because literally, I said that earlier. I was like, old habits die hard. And I was like, oh, hell no. No, 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 no. Nah, change comes easy. Because even, like, I even thought, like, if you think about it, all right, so at work, right? This is why I say, like, being independent, like, consciously awakened, you're going to have to make decisions for yourself, right? So at work, when I was at work, when I was a, basically a paralegal, right? A legal assistant, or even a case manager. At all the law firms that I worked at, except for one or two, they changed the case management system. Now, one of them, I had used that management system for years, right? And so when they changed it, it was like, what the fuck? But guess what? I was like, okay, I don't care, like whatever, because I was so easy with change when it came to work. Like, because to me, it's like no matter what, we got to do it. So why make it difficult and like be upset? So that's how I'm looking at things now. Like I had to like go back and rephrase that. Like, literally, I said that this morning. I was like, oh hell no. I don't know if it was this morning or last night, but I know it was for sure. Like where I said it, I was like, no, 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 no. That no, we're not doing that, because then I'm already affirming that change is hard. No, change is easy. So that's a good thing that you're doing that. Um, and that's why I said, like, you don't have to sit there and like be watching every single thought, but like as things come up, because you'll be surprised as at like the stuff that you're holding on to that could be affecting you. Not saying that it has to affect you, but it could be things that are just sitting in the background. And I think that's what I affirmed like a few weeks ago, or maybe like 2 weeks ago, where I was like, God, just show me like where my issue, like my resistance is at, so I can just address it and move forward. Um, you have the Ten of Wands. The Six of Wands showing up for me here is like, again, the confidence level that you're about to have. There's going to be a lot of like you kind of feeling like exactly who you want to be. Um, yeah, life is easy. You know what I used to say a lot, and I just started like out of nowhere. This week, everything in my life is perfect. Everything in my life is perfect. I used to always say that, like, when I say that was like, that's why I say blanket affirmations are good to have. Like, especially if you're feeling anxious, or if you're feeling like, oh, I don't feel like affirming this, you can do that stuff. Like, no matter what, I always get what I want. Like, everything in my life is perfect. Um, There's a bunch. I know I gave you guys the list, but everything in my life is perfect. That one is one of the ones I've been using for years. But I will say the last few months, it was hard to use that. It was hard. So I just like didn't force it, and it came to me this week. So the Ten of Wands, again, closing chapters, right? Here we go, the Death card for you. Exactly what then the Wheel of Fortune changes. To me, the Ten of Wands, like anything that has burdened you, that you've carried, you're letting go of it, right? Again, you're what I would say is like you're feeling confident enough to not question why this has to be let go, or why you're letting, or like all right. So there's something that someone has said, like they were, when they manifested their husband, they had literally thought to themselves like, oh my God, what if God has something better? So that created a little bit of like anxiety for her, right? And then eventually she was like, wait, I can create whatever I want. Like, why am I doing this to myself, right? And she said, she was saying how like she carried that for a minute. This is a story I've read like, oh my God, months ago, but for some reason, again, that came up for me. So like if you've ever like felt like that, like I don't know, like you could, like you're like, and I guess that would be doubting, or like even receiving certain things and feeling like, is that everything is a manifestation. So just I feel like you're gonna be more assertive is what I'm trying to say, like more assertive, like letting go, like completing that cycle of the old you. The Death card is here, which again we're talking about like you know metamorphosis, right? We're talking about a rebirth. We're talking about ending things so that the new person can come in. So I do feel like there's going to be a transition personally, but you're also going to see it externally. Um, like you're going to see people coming in. I want to see something with this Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, good, IJ. Look, the sun. So you're going from like maybe like I don't want to say a dark time, because I'm not getting a dark time at all. What I'm getting is maybe like when you wake up, they're gonna feel happy. So this awakening that's happening within you, you're just gonna feel more light, and you're gonna notice that, because you're gonna feel more light. You're gonna feel like I can go through life. Life is perfect, and I don't have to like doubt myself. You have the sun for me is like all about pleasures. Like it's literally like when we wake up, right? Unless it's gloomy outside, but let's just say the sun has to come out. We know the sun, like we don't think, oh my god, is the sun gonna come out tomorrow? If it comes out, it comes out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I feel like you're just, that's what, how you're seeing things. That's how you're seeing life. You're just like, I already, this is what's gonna happen, and that's that. Like, that's how I'm looking at this. I also feel like there's going to just be a sense of like literal inner happiness. Like, you're not gonna force it because it's just gonna be. Um, exactly, IJ. Yep. Oh my god, I don't know why I thought when Diddy said the sun don't shine forever, right? The sun won't shine forever, but as long as we here, we might as well shine together. I think that's the verse. Like the Ace of Cups. This is gonna lead you to a lot of abundance. Um, the Page of Cups for me always is like that curious, I'm willing to try anything. This, like, not, and then I, hold on, let me take that back. Not try anything as like putting yourself in danger or anything like that, desperation, but more so like, I'm open to doing this, I'm open to doing that. So if in the past, like I said, you've had doubts of like getting outside of your comfort zone, you're not gonna be that anymore, because you're gonna just be more open to like possibilities, right? The Knight of Wands for me is that energy that's like very like hyperactive, very exploring, like it's coming, right? It's coming, and it's very passionate, it's taking inspired action. So I feel like even with like, with that and the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups, even when it comes to Nat, it's like you're gonna just be more of in this energy of like, I don't have to try too hard because I already know what it is. Like, I already know what is mine. So like, even you reaching out to her, it'll be like, let's just say like you just left the gym and you're like, oh, let me see, let me check up on her, or like, it's just gonna feel more natural than kind of like, and I'm not saying that you're doing this, but this is the only way I could put it into like, so it could make sense. um Sometimes we'll do things in the 3D to get something back, right? Like, so maybe like, let's just say you sent her a message just to hear from her, right? um you're not gonna have to do that, or you're not gonna feel like you have to do that. So I feel like she may be taking actions on her own, where like you're only gonna be taking inspired, because there's a difference between like inspired action, which is like, I just woke up and text my person, or I just woke up, let me just send a message, versus I haven't heard from this person, I'm gonna send a message to receive something. So I do feel like there's gonna be a shift in that. You being more, and again, this is gonna happen naturally, you're not gonna think about it because it's just gonna happen. That's what inspired, like inspired action, or inspired, doing things inspired wise, it just happens. It doesn't, you're not thinking about it. And I feel like that's what's gonna happen with her, like with things in life, indifference, right? And the Ace of Cups for me is like abundance, right? This is a card of love for the most part. I mean, yeah, it's associated with love because of what the cups are, right? But for me, the Ace of Cups has always represented more than love. It represents abundance. It represents abundance in finances. Like, when I say your cup is runneth over, to me it's not just with love, it's with like all things, right? All things that you want. So that's how I'm looking at it. To me, this card also talks about a new baby. So there, to me, it's like new beginnings here, new starts. But again, it's not just with love, it's gonna be with everything. Like emotions, the way you think, the way you move, abundance in like finances, abundance in like people coming towards you, like people complimenting you a lot. People, you know what, I could use my friend today. We was talking so much that I was like, oh my god. So she said that in the past she would always be like, I'm never celebrated, like people never celebrate me, I always celebrate people, I never get celebrated. And she said that, she asked God, like, she's like, what do you like, what can I do with this? And she said that he basically told her like, celebrate yourself. And and however the message came in, so she was like, I started celebrating myself. And she's like, do you know that, she's like, now I have a thing that I'm gotta work on. So I sent her my core beliefs chart, because she said it's really odd for her when she's like, so her birthday this year, she got so much love from so many people, like like it was just so overwhelming that she was like, girl, I didn't know how to receive things. She said that somebody at the church even spoke in the front about her and was like in tears, and she's like, I felt so awkward, I didn't know how to handle it. And I was telling her about that, like, sometimes it's hard. We're always the giver, so it's hard for us to receive. So it always like, what do I do, what do I do? So when you're receiving, because I was like, I know for me, like, not affect, like I said, I'm very affectionate, I could give a lot of affection, and I love when I get affection. But when it comes to like people doing just random shit for me, I'm like, why? What are you here for? Like, what do you want from me? So I was saying that because I'm like, I feel like that could be where you're gonna be more in this energy of receiving rather than doing. So that's where I see like transitions like coming in. um you're gonna be on the receiving end of things, of all good things, because that's what I'm getting from this Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups. So I hope that was helpful, IJ. I mean, this is a marriage card and stuff like that too, but yeah, no. So yeah, that is what I got for you, IJ. Yeah, the Ace of Cups for me always, like, that's one card that when I saw that card and I'm like, I actually heard this older woman that did used to do tarot, that I used to watch her, and she was like maybe like 60s, and she used to always say the cup is runneth over. And then one day I was like, let me like tap into this card, like when I started learning tarot, because I've always been spiritually awakened. And I was like, yeah, this card is more than love, because I saw so many readers just emphasize it, like, just they always go to like love, and I'm like, that card is so much more than that. Not saying that love isn't something small, but right, the Word of Cups. All right, so Jess, you can post, and thank you, IJ. All right, let's see what's coming in Jess's connection with Jay. What's coming in Jess's connection with Jay? What's coming in her connection with Jay? What's coming in the connection with Jay and Jess? What's coming in her connection with Jess? With Jay? What's coming in her connection with Jay? What's coming in her connection? We said a salad. That's funny. You got the Sun, the Ten of Cups. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. I just heard emotional connection. So I feel like emotionally you guys are going to be very connected. Show me more, Spirit. The Nine of Swords is here though. So, all right. So to me, because I'm hearing emotional, like connected emotionally, right? To me, it feels like definitely watching your thoughts, not emotions, but I feel like definitely thoughts and like the energy that you're putting out, because he's going to be, I don't know why I'm getting this Nine of Swords coming out after this Ten of, let me just see, show me this Nine of Swords. I feel like something's gonna happen. Let me just make sure. Hold on. I want to clarify. All right, we got the star. So to me, you know what this feels like? I feel like you're. Remember how I was saying like the rest of this month, like you're gonna feel um like a real crazy like major shift happen, right, within you, where you're gonna be like, yeah, who the fuck was that yesterday? So I feel like this is gonna come like, how am I gonna, I'm trying to put this in words because it's like a very like, it's not a heavy energy, but all right, so I feel like what's gonna happen is like you're gonna feel emotionally connected to him, right? Like you may feel like, see, like I was saying, like signs, but like in turn, like how I was saying, like the image that I got the other day, the, you know, a feeling inside your heart, like, or just like maybe like, I don't feel like it's outside, how outdoors, like out signs outside that you're seeing, but it's gonna be more like intuitively, right? Like you're gonna be feeling his energy, and I feel like at some point you may feel a little bit, I want to say like despair, because it doesn't last long. It feels like it's just like a one night, and then the next night you wake up and you're like, okay, that was it, that's over. You're gonna feel like the journey of wanting, the yearning of wanting more. And I feel like that night, I want to say that it's gonna happen one night. Doesn't mean that way, but I'm just gonna put it how it's coming out. That makes sense. You're going to feel like, I don't want to say like shit. I hate to use the word, but you're gonna have a rough night. Let's just say you're gonna have a rough night of feelings and emotions. You're gonna go to sleep and then you're gonna wake up and be like, "What the fuck was that?" Like I feel like that's why that kept coming up for you, because it literally, this is completely two different energies. When you go from Nine of Swords to the Star, that's the only way I can put it. Like you're gonna like fall asleep, like maybe even crying. Like you're gonna feel like a missing, like you're missing this person because you're feeling so connected to them, right? And you're feeling like emotionally you're feeling like this is it, right? But then I don't know, you start to question it that night or something, or it doesn't have to be, I'm just using that night, so just, you know, keep an open mind with that. But I feel like again you wake up and the star is here, and now you may wake up in the middle of the night where it's still night but it's morning, like, you know, when it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, and you're gonna like, the hope and the calmness is gonna come in, and your faith is gonna be like unmatched. Like you're gonna be like, that was just the final like letting go of emotions. You're just gonna know that that was it. That was it. Um, yeah, spirit getting deep today. The Seven of Cups. What's coming with her and Jay? The Six of Cups. I feel like a lot of missing each other. So this is why I feel like you may get a lot of like emotionally coming up with you guys. A lot of like, yeah, that feeling, the emotions, like missing each other, like thinking about each other, like yearning for each other. The Chariot is here, so let me just see. Feeling very nostalgic. The Chariot is here with the King, with the Knight of Cups. Is this him coming towards her? Then yeah, I feel like this is him. Like he's gonna follow his heart. When this is gonna happen, I don't know, but I feel like he is gonna follow his heart. I have the Chariot with the Knight of Cups, so he is gonna come towards you. He's gonna take that chance. So I do feel like for a little bit, you guys are gonna just be again very emotionally attached to each other, feeling each other's energy, like very heavy. I feel like maybe that's why you fall into like this a little bit of like a sense. I don't want to. I hate using the word despair because despair sounds so like heavy, but like a sense of like, fuck. What is like the word I'm trying to look for? Like you're one. Like you're like, and I something has to happen. That's how you're gonna feel. Like something has to happen. Like I can't take these emotions. So the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, Yeah, just be mindful of the seeds you're planting in your head. Um, what you see is not real. We know that, but I think that that's something you need to know. Yeah, because it's you. It's you. I just wanted to clarify who that is. So it's you, like maybe like getting in your head a little bit. Maybe because things are moving slow, but it's like they keep telling you like you already planted the seed. Just let it be because it's growing. You're not seeing the growth that's happening behind the scenes. Um, show me the 4 cups. Show me the 4 cups. Show me the 4 cups. The 8 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like if you find yourself like feeling again like disconnected or like down, just get up and move. Like I know this is right. I know it's not depression, but something I heard years what Angie told me years ago was like depression doesn't follow movement. So overthinking doesn't follow movement because if you're doing stuff and you're like being active, you're not gonna sit and overthink because I feel like you may be overthinking coming up. um like he's still coming towards you for sure, but I do feel like it's still like just let it be because I don't see a timing for it. It just feels like it's coming in. Just stay faithful or stay hopeful, have faith. And I just feel like, yeah, if you start to find yourself like overthinking or like you're thinking too much or you find yourself like having some like negative thoughts, just get up and like, I don't know, go talk to your mom or something. Like do something that's gonna keep you um out of your head. So that is what I'm getting. Cause there is news that's gonna come in quick either way. Um yeah, that's what I'm getting. So thank you, Jess. RJ, you can post. You're welcome. What's going on? All right, let's see. What's going on with Nat today? No, that's funny. All right, let's see. What's going on with Nat today? She's like, you said again, though. I know. All right, Spirit. Nat has been on IJ's mind heavy today. What's going on? The 9 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles. Have you talked to her, IJ? Hmm. I feel like she's taking like time to herself. Um, yeah, there's some very crazy energy here. Not this week. Yeah, that's what I'm getting, like being in this energy of keeping to herself. Um, I feel like she could be going through some stuff right now, RJ, where, naturally yeah, she could be facing some challenges. I'm getting like going through like something, like she's going through stuff personally that she's not wanting to share with anyone. This could be family, this could be like anybody, but I feel like you feel her naturally because you guys are one, right? So it's like you're gonna feel how she feels when you're connected that way. I feel like she's, um, yeah, I get like going through it. Um, yeah, she's going through some stuff for sure. That I don't feel like she's telling people at all. Like there's a lot of slow movement here. There's a lot of like going through challenges. Like there could be some fears. There could be like arguments with people too. What's going on? The Knight of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like this is. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting anger vibes. I am getting someone that's like angry right now. She's like annoyed, or like there's a lot of frustration here. Very scattered energy is what I'm getting, and not in the best way. Um, so it's like naturally like she's pulling on your energy, I would say. Um, the Six of Wands is here. What's going on with her? What's going on with that? On another solo trip or the same one? The Sun. Yeah, see, I'm getting like that alone energy. Like focus on self. Like I think right now she's definitely keeping to herself. Yeah, like I got the Hangman, the Five of Swords. Like she is not really in the best energy, and maybe this is why she has not. You guys haven't talked because she doesn't like what I get from her is like her misery doesn't like company, right? So she can definitely keep to herself. She is definitely in this energy of like wanting to rediscover things, and like there's excitement here and a sense of freedom, right? Like I'm getting someone that's wanting to explore, very free spirited, but she is going through some challenges here. um I could feel something was off just by how she was looking while trying to escape in a beautiful spot. Oh, okay. The Empress here, the Six of Pentacles. Show me the Five of Swords, the Four of Wands. I feel like you're gonna hear from her. This is just a pause. I'm not really surprised because I one thing I've learned when it comes to manifestation, there's bridges of events, there's purges, there's people will experience certain things, and I'm not trying to limit you, IJ, but I'm gonna just be 100% with you because I know that a lot of people don't. They'll be like, oh, you just don't claim it. Yeah, you don't have to claim it. You don't have to live in it. You don't have to like unpack in it. But I feel like that's what's happening here. Like there is a sense of like sometimes what happens is when you're like you're affirming for something or someone, there's going to be bridges of events. Like some people will lose their jobs, or some people will they'll see certain things in the 3D, or like their person will pull back, or you know their person may pop up with somebody. Like there's gonna be things that happen, and now, like I said, if you go to some real as coaches, they'll tell you that they've experienced it. There's people who say they don't, right? So I feel like that was what could be happening. I do feel like with the Six of Pentacles, like eventually you guys will have some type of equal give and take. It all comes down to you, IJ, like the energy that you're putting into the connection. Because remember, reality, only your reality exists. No matter what she's doing, only your reality exists. So you decide what things are, what they mean, and how they affect you. So just remember the meanings that you assign to certain things. Just, I would say, like, even if you see something or like you create a story that benefits you, which that's something I want to talk about too, like creating stories that work for you. Because some people will, they'll, like, let's just say with a job, like they'll see the listing came off the website, so now they're like, oh my god, I didn't get the job. But no, you could just tell yourself, well, they're just going over the resumes, that's it. Like, right? So telling yourself stories that benefit you, and not stories that can hinder you. I do feel like I want to get one more on the Six of Pentacles. The Temperance. Yeah, there's just a need to be patient right now. Um, Again, the Temperance for me is like two different type of people mixing together and creating something. But right now, I would just say, yeah, there's gonna be some patience that needs to be had. Keep doing what you're doing. You're the alchemist here. You're the one that's creating. So yeah, that's what I have for you, IJ. I think that she's going through some stuff that is just, again, I like to call it, I like to say, whatever's happening is working out in my benefit. It's gonna just bring me closer to my desire. So this is bringing you closer to your desire, is what I was saying. You're welcome. Hi, everyone who's in here. Do her talk. Wait, what talk? Oh, channel? Yeah, she just sent for one, actually. Right, he like read your mind. Because I was like, wait, what talk? And then I was like, hold on. Yo, that's funny. Yo, that's funny. All right, let's see. Where are my pens? All right, got you, AJ. Just I got your message. So here goes. It's a little shorter than normal. I know I should be doing more and I'm trying to get there. I know I can't keep waiting for the perfect time, but honestly, I don't know how to approach you. So, yes, fears and doubts are overwhelming me at this time, but that still doesn't change the fact that still going to make something happen with you. I guess I need more time. All I can do is hope that time is on my side. I'm watching you. You have my heart. So as long as you know that I'm coming back for it. Not to take it away from you, but to share it with you. You are all I think about. When I think about future plans, you're always in those visions. Make sure you are putting yourself first, my love. That is the message, Jess. Let me get you some messages. I feel like he's a little scared that he's taking too long, and maybe that's overwhelming him a little bit. All right, let's see. All right, this is for Jess. What are you saying? Yeah, he's like, all right, here we go. I'm so in love with you. I was going to say he's really quiet today. I'm very ashamed of my past. You are my very last thought before I go to sleep. You make me nervous. See, that's that approaching. And so many people are depending on me. Will you stay the night with me? You're gonna still get the things that you get, like the highs and like the liking your stories and stuff like that, but maybe like actually like one on like I don't like directly approaching you is I think that he's still a little scared. Tell me how you really feel. Calling to apologize for my behavior. Please don't give up on me. I hope you are happy and healing. So that is for you, Jess. IJ want to sweep her off her feet. All right, IJ, let's get you started. You're welcome, Jess. All right, what does Matt want to say to IJ? Wait, IJ, you want to do the channel first or the menu? Channel first. All right. I'm done with that. Oh my god, AJ, do you remember a tarot reading I did for you a while ago where I said I feel like she was gonna be stressed coming up? Like it had, remember that there was like some stress around a family trip? I didn't even say coming up, but I said, I don't know, there's like some stress with family, like they could be planning a trip and there's just all this commotion. Like I remember for some reason that came up, like that, I just remember that. She's not talking about that, but I just remember that. All right, IJ. Yeah, you remember that? Oh my God, I can't believe, like, I feel like I just had like a full circle moment with that. All right, so we have right now, you may feel the distance, but that's okay. I want you to know that you've inspired me to grow, to heal, and to become the best version of to become the best version of me. I want to come to you with a full heart, clean mind, and unwavering love. I want to show up as a secure woman, a confident one. I want to make sure I'm standing beside you as a woman who knows she is worthy of this kind of love. A woman who knows her purpose and dreams. I'm taking this time to pour into myself so I can pour into us consistently and lovingly. I want to be with a I wait. I want to be with a strength and love so powerful that nothing can break it again. Um then nothing can break it, I'm sorry. And then again, I just want you to know I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of you, my love. I'm so wait, I gotta repeat that. Hold on. Because I'm like I feel like I'm skipping through words. Then she says, again, know that I'm thinking of you. My love and desire to be with you remains. I am just choosing to become the best version of myself. First for myself and second for us when the time is right. I'm always holding you in my heart. I be stuttering when I read. I don't know why when I read for her, I always like stutter through the words. Like I feel like, ooh, I be struggling. All right, let's do some messages from that. Oh shit. All right, what does that want to say to IJ? You are the most beautiful person I've ever seen. I drive by to see if you're home. I wish I could hug you right now. I want to shower you with affection. Nice and Slow by Usher. You are very intimidating to me. Zoning out during the day, dreaming about you. You always make me want to be a better person. We have unfinished business. Okay, we got a few. I'm so proud of what you've achieved. I wish you would unblock me. I don't think that I wouldn't take that card. I'm trying to figure out what to say to you. And your heart is so pure. I'll give you that card. So that is for you, IJ. Let me see. That tracks. And thank you. I think at one point it was harder for her to feel comfortable freely expressing herself, especially in relationships, and you picked up on that. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's crazy, the whole trip thing. And like feeling her energy, like, and she's on that trip now. Like, I remember that reading. Like, I remember, and I don't remember a lot of readings. I remember that reading. I mean, I remember the readings, I think sometimes, for the most part. Sometimes I don't. I don't know. I guess that's something, the way I set myself up. I just like to read, do the readings with a clear mind. But, yeah. Yeah, that I remember that. You're welcome, IJ. Thank you. Jess. Hi, everyone, whoever's in here. So my friend today, my friend is Christian that I was doing. She's my client, but I call her my friend because we were like really close. But we were talking about like law of assumption and stuff like that. And she's like, "That's crazy. Let me show you what I'm gonna be talking today." So today she's leading like couple married couples. Her and her husband. They're leading this group today, and they wanted her to speak. And she's like, "Look at what I'm gonna be talking about. You want to know what it was, y'all?" Oh wait, I forgot you sent for a minute. How you talk about your partner. Like if you're saying like that person is just unavailable, like they're immature, or like they need to do some healing, or like she was, and I just started laughing. I'm like, girl, I preach this. And yo, just remembered, it's for a different energy. This Aquarius Danielle has been asking me for my opinion about things she posts lately. What is that? Okay, let's see what's going on there. And so I was like, girl, I preached this. And she's like, yeah. She's like, you have to be careful how you speak about people, because you're gonna consistently see that. So the way she put it was different than how I would put it. But we were laughing because I'm like, yeah, you see all these teachings are the same. It's just, you know and that's why I was like, yeah, I don't care who gets mad. Like, don't come in my channel, keep calling people names. And, like, yeah, you can just, what kind of messages do you want? Like, the regular messages? I could do that for you. You don't have to send. Um, you can't be calling people certain things and being like, oh, that jerk, or like, he's not available, or he has to, like, you can't keep doing that and then expecting that person to show up differently. So I really don't care who, because I noticed like somebody, like, there's been a few people that haven't come because of that, but to me it's like, you are the problem. Look at yourself. Look at how you're, like, if you're the creator of good things, why don't you think you're the creator of bad things in your life? Right? Because people take credit for the good things that they've accomplished, but they don't want to take the credit for the negative stuff. And it's all you're the creator of everything. So yeah, like, I don't want people coming to my channel with that stuff. Like, that's just, to me, especially because my channel is 18 and older, and most of the people on my channel are like in their 30s. Like, bro, you have some, what's my thing, yo, I ain't never talked about somebody badly. Even my ex, and my ex was, he was doing some grimy stuff. I mean, I didn't find out until later on, but what I'm saying is, I never even talked a certain way about him, because when you really love somebody, you don't really see that. So to me, I feel like most of the time when people are talking bad about a person that they've been like, they have some type of connection or like some type of relation going on, when they're talking bad about them, is because you're not getting their way. And that's just really how I feel. When you're not getting your way, a lot of people, they tap into that ego, and that ego just be like loud, right? But when you really love somebody, you don't talk bad about them. When you really care about somebody, you don't talk bad about them. When you really care about things, you don't even want bad karma on them. And I'm gonna tell you something. And this is not even like me, like, my friends could tell you, I have never in my life, and especially when my last boyfriend, I had never ever been wished him bad. Never. Like, whatever bad stuff that happened to him, whatever that was. But I always actually, like, especially when we were still together, like, even though I knew our relationship was kind of over, like, I still like prayed for him that things would work out for him. I don't care to put bad energy out there. That's ego. That's the ego, and that's why when people like, even with when I used to do candle work, I'm not doing no dark shit. I'm not gonna tap into no dark shit, because that comes back to you. Whether you believe in karma or not, it comes back to you. But not only, it'll come back to you in other ways. But again, you are the energy, so whatever you're putting out is what you're receiving. So yeah, it's just, I don't know why I had to vent about that, but it's like, even with manifesting, I'm not teaching people how to like do stuff. First of all, your mind, what I'm teaching is mindset, how your mindset creates everything. So when we're thinking about things that are tangible, we can receive them with just a mindset shift, right? But if you're going into things to like cause people harm, why? Why? I never want to cause people harm that I care about. I never, like, never. Like, I literally, that's why, like, I literally have never, even till this day with my ex, I never wished him bad. Don't care to. right, so what's going on with this girl, Danielle? All right, so the Aquarius and your husband asking IJ for her opinion, for his opinion on things she posts lately. Why is that? Why is that? Why is she doing this? Just like with doing this stuff, I was telling her, I'm like, girl, like, because she was saying like she was gonna talk to him about being consistent with it, right? Like you can't just do it one day and not the other, right? So I was like, girl, tell me about it. Like I'm like teaching people this kind of stuff. It's like you can't think that you've been thinking the shittiest thoughts for 20, 30 years, and you think you're gonna affirm one day, 2 days, and that's just gonna go away. That comes with building something like that comes with like practice. I don't care what any like stop listening to what happens is like people started remember when I started talking about manifesting they started going to watch people, right? So they went to watch people and they thought because this one said that when she affirms this it just happens for her. She's been practicing this for like 7 years, probably even longer. You can't compare yourself to other people. You can't compare like even with like the whole core beliefs that we did, y'all, the all of that stuff. Like I think I asked you just right, and you said yeah, like five. I had like no lie, it's like 10 of them. So we all have different things. Like it's not a one size fits all, but you can't think that you're gonna do something. It's like going to the gym. You think gonna go to the gym today, one day, and your whole body's gonna transform the way you want it? No. So what? Why the fuck do you think your mind is gonna be that way too? You literally have to choose every day. You have to have practices. That's why too, me and Jess, we were talking about the people that be like, you just gotta decide. That's what you're doing when you're affirming. But you could wake up and say, this is what it like. Let's say you wake up and you be like, I'm a millionaire, right? But then what are you doing throughout the day to keep your mind going with that, right? Are you just sitting there like now you're thinking shitty thoughts, you're broke as shit, you keep checking your bank account, you keep looking for money. So you don't have no type of practice. You're just saying, I just decide. Like, please go sit down. Stop being so dumb. Like that's how I feel about people. I had somebody come in here the other day. She's like, why? This was a while ago. Why manifest when I could just claim it? Okay, well let me know how that goes. Manifesting and claiming is the same bullshit. Stop trying to make it seem like it was like at the end of the day, manifestation, claiming, you're still claiming something until you can experience it. That's exactly what manifestation is. That's what claiming is. That's what deciding is. What the fuck? Yeah, it's the constant choosing, and you do that with repetition. That's why you're thinking all day. Me and Jess were talking about this earlier. Like, to me, the best way to do it is affirming because you're thinking all day anyways. That's why it's good. Like you don't want to get burnt out. That's why you have blanket affirmations. They tell you to manifest multiple things at once. That's what I tell people. Try to manifest, multiple things at once. Manifest little dumb shit because it keeps you like, you just be like, because today when my guy best friend, when I saw that, mind you, he's never posted that. Never. When he posted that, I was like, what the fuck? And I literally had just asked myself, I wonder when they got married. I can't remember. Why would I even think that? And that was such a random thing. So when he posted it, we were laughing. Because I'm like, yo, why was I even thinking that? I mean, it was so irrelevant to me that I didn't even ask him because I could have just texted him. All right, why is that? What's going on with this girl? The Knight of Wands. I feel like she's just having fun. I don't like this feels like. Show me more, Spirit. Remember how I said like you would have people could like naturally come towards you? So this is what you're seeing. Like, so it's gonna come in very odd ways. But I feel like she's also being, I don't know if she's like a little afraid or reserved when it comes to posting some stuff. Like she doesn't want, I feel like this is someone who may overthink, like, oh, if I post this, like, somebody gonna think this way, or like, if I post that, I don't want somebody to feel that way, or like, yeah, so like she's coming to you for clarity. And I don't know what kind of posts these are because it does feel like inspired posts. But again, I see her being a little reserved, like a little afraid. Wait, why are you laughing, Jess? Show me more. The Six of Wands. Yeah, you see, I feel like she gets a little, see, that's the energy I'm getting. I feel like she gets overwhelmed. Right. Um, she's smart and knows her stuff, and she says she second thinks every, yeah, so she's overthinking. I feel like she's somebody that cares about how people see her with the Six of Wands here. Like she cares, right? It's something that if she doesn't want to look bad, or she doesn't want to look stupid in front of people, or like she doesn't want think like people to think negative about her. So that's definitely what I'm getting. Like I'm getting someone who is really not confident in within herself. So it becomes a thing where she's literally overthinking, trying to figure it out. Um, yeah, it's about balancing decisions here. So I feel like it is very innocent, IJ. It's not, I don't feel like she's like, I don't feel like it's a sneaky thing that she's doing. I really feel like she likes, you're showing up as the justice card for her. How she's viewing you, so she feels like you're somebody who's very fair, very intelligent, you're very balanced, you're very clear. So she respects you, she like respects your truth. So if you were to tell her like, nah, that's kind of whack, like she would definitely like not do it. So that's what I'm getting from her. Let me just clarify this Two of Pentacles. The Seven of Cups. Yeah, see the overthinking. Yeah, look. I feel like she's trying to work on feeling more confident. So that's what I have by Jane. You're welcome. Wait, I've been on for like 2 hours. It was 10:10 already? What the fuck? It doesn't even feel that way. Oh, wait, Jess, I got you. IJ, you want some universe messages too? Yeah, like it's 10:10. For Jess, we got Leo season. So Leo season is right around the corner. We have marriage. Your prayers being answered. So just remember that, what you're putting out. All right, I got you, IJ. unexpected cash, an unexpected apology, an energy boost, a wedding invitation, higher level of commitment. I know that's right. A business or money call. We have a water sign here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It does not have to be, but this could be. Aren't we in Cancer season right now? So there could be changes here, or even in Scorpio season, from now to Scorpio season. Money options. And we also have Virgo season here. So I feel like the next few months is going to be very interesting for you, Jess. All right, for IJ, let's see. What's coming towards IJ? Your ancestors are protecting you. Sagittarius season. A business money call. For IJ, okay. A boost in your confidence. We also have Leo season. We have Gemini season. We have someone is thinking about you. We have energy boost right under boosting in your confidence. We also have Libra season. That is for IJ. Okay, Pisces season. Damn. Okay. The truth coming to light. And we have spiritual lessons. Yeah, lots of seasons. So that's for you, IJ. You're welcome. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. I'll text you guys in the morning so we could. I think we're gonna start our first affirming session at 10. Hell no, not at 6. Not at 6. All right, well, I will see you guys. Have a good night. Bye.